Hi, this is Gareth Somers, director, actor and actor trainer, to offer more insights into Stanislavsky's and actors' work. Many times people act rather than do. Acting is about fulfilling the actual task. Close the door to get rid of the draft. Open the door to enter the room. Here's an exercise for you. Every time you open a door in the next week, open it with a different purpose. Open it to impress, to seduce. The way the door opens is going to tell us something about your character. If you're specifically working with action, stillness can be the result of strong inner action. Something terrible's happened and you freeze. You just freeze. So try this. Sit and really want to run away. You're very busy internally, you're very still externally. That's inner action. You shouldn't perform actions in general. For action's sake, you should perform them in a way that is apt, productive, well-founded. Leave your feelings alone. They will appear of their own accord as a result of something that has gone before. So in this sense, while we're always acting, we are always reacting. If you're drinking, drink for a reason, even if it's just quenching your thirst. But it's specific. You're not just waving a cup around. Properly founded and considered actions take longer to perform than unconsidered mechanical ones. If you're doing something for a purpose, you have an investment. If you're just doing the activity, you'll just do it very quickly. You won't really notice why. You cannot underestimate the value of this. Nothing should be purposeless. Nothing should be done in general. The idea of evil, for example, it's a generalized idea. If I ask you to pretend to be evil, you'll just do some sort of awful kind of cartoon. But the purpose of manipulating people with no concern for their fate to further one's own end, or to treat people as objects, that may be a manifestation of evil. So everyone who's playing Richard III has to find a different set of justifiable actions. They can't just play general evil. It's unwatchable. Big states like evil are constituted by a series of small actions. We don't generalize and we don't talk about the big states. We still see vague, broad, emotional brushstrokes used in some acting. You will never see this in the work of a great actor. It's self-indulgent. You can get stuck in thought but not physically feeling action. Action has to come from the body, not the head. To update some of Stanislavsky's principles are two very useful terms that Polish theatre director Jerzy Grotowski developed. They are activity and impulse. Activity is the thing you do. That is walking, talking, drinking, moving chairs. Impulse is the felt desire to do it. If you move your arm, there's a physical impulse to move your arm. If you miss one impulse, you hit the next. To appear spontaneous and dynamic, one needs to become more in tune with one's impulses. Try in your daily life over the next week to notice when you have an impulse to do something. You may not act on all those impulses, so notice when the impulse becomes physicalized. An action is impulse-driven activity done for a purpose. Sitting may be the activity, and the impulse to get up and smash something may be your inner action. You can sit still and be engaged in all sorts of inner actions, desires, impulses. When you're engaged in an action sometime this week, like sitting down, try and do it for a different purpose. Or you're sitting on a bus, have a different reason for being on the bus. Just see what happens. The next is reaction. Actors need to listen. When you're talking to somebody, really listen as you're speaking. Some are talkers, some are listeners. Both are essential skills for an actor to practice. As a scene with no contention becomes flat and low in energy, and one that is all contention becomes tense, extreme and unreal. It is worth noting that the problem of always contending and the problem of always pushing action is as problematic as always yielding and only reacting. Notice which you fall into, or ask people, am I somebody who's always passive? Am I usually kind of on the front foot? Try and play different scenes in your life with a little bit more yielding or a little bit more contention, and then gradually you'll start to kind of expand your range of how you can behave and how you operate with people. Walk for a new purpose. You're sitting, you're checking your phone. Do it with a different sense of urgency, a different need. Do it to achieve something new. An exercise for inner action: sit to do something. Be still to register the bad news. Be still to accuse somebody. Be still to hold your ground in your daily life, to become more aware of your inner impulses and the way that you tend to play actions. And I'll see you again with the next video. Bye bye. If you've enjoyed this video, please share it.